Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. You're listening to Cyber F.M. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and this is today's Cybersecurity Report, being brought to you by the R.S.S.H delivery company, New York's exclusive delivery option. On today's news agenda, we have a full rundown of 4 major trending stories developing in cybersecurity right now.
The device code phishing surge.
A massive shift in adversary tactics as attackers bypass traditional multi-factor authentication through social engineering and device pairing protocols.
The DentaQuest ransomware escalation.
Critical updates on healthcare's largest reported data breach this year, with official victim tallies now climbing to 15 million individuals.
CISA's known exploited vulnerability mandate.
Federal directives requiring rapid remediation for critical flaws in enterprise infrastructure platforms, including Apache Tomcat and Enable and Central.
Targeting industrial control systems.
And threat actors shifting tactics to target operational technology, OT, and critical infrastructure environments directly at the physical process level. Let's begin.
Story number 1, device code phishing. MFA under siege.
New threat telemetry released this week reveals a major shift in how cyber criminals are cracking enterprise defenses. According to recent global threat hunting reports, voice phishing or vishing has doubled over the past several months, while device code phishing has exploded by an astounding 1,500%. Here's why this matters for every IT administrator tuning in. As organizations harden their login endpoints with standard multi-factor authentication, MFA, threat actors adapted. Instead of sending link-heavy emails, adversaries are calling help desk, and employees directly are tricking users into entering authorization codes on legitimate device pairing portals, like those used for smart TVs and single sign-on apps. Once the user approves the code, the attacker gains direct authenticated session tokens without ever needing to steal a password or spoof an MFA prompt. Security teams need to reevaluate device authorization workflows immediately and enforce strict conditional access rules on code granting protocols.
Story number 2, DentaQuest ransomware. Healthcare breach escalation.
Moving to our second story, the fallout from May 2026 ransomware attack on DentaQuest, one of the largest dental and vision benefits administrators in the United States, has officially escalated. Newly published filings from state attorneys general confirmed that the breach exposed the sensitive personal and health records of 15 million individuals, nearly 6 times higher than initial estimates provided following the intrusion. Threat actors maintain unauthorized access to the network for several days before detection, exfiltrating vast volumes of data. This incident officially stands as the largest single healthcare data breach reported so far this year, underscoring the compounding financial and regulatory consequences facing organizations that experience extended dwell times prior to containment.
Story number 3, CISA vulnerabilities. Federal patch mandate.
Turning to vulnerability management, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, also known as CISA, has issued an urgent directive adding 3 critical flaws to its known exploited vulnerabilities (KEV) catalog due to active in-the-wild exploitation. The newly listed flaws include high-severity remote code execution and authentication bypass vulnerabilities in widely deployed enterprise tools, including Apache Tomcat and Enable and Central. Under Binding Operational Directive 26-04, federal civilian agencies are required to audit exposed systems and apply vendor patches immediately. CISA strongly urges all private sector security leads to treat KEV entries as entry remediation items, as threat groups are aggressively scanning internet-facing assets to exploit unpatched instances.
Story number 4, ICS OT threats. Infrastructure alert.
Finally, in operational technology, specialized security research published this week highlights a disturbing evolution in attacks on industrial environments and public utilities. Cyber threat groups targeting critical infrastructure, such as municipal water facilities and regional energy grids, are no longer just establishing persistence or stealing corporate credentials. Threat intelligence indicates adversaries are actively mapping physical control loops within programmable logic controllers, also called PLCs, and supervisory control and data acquisition systems, also what we call SCADA systems. By exploiting legacy protocols and unmonitored firmware supply chains, attackers are positioning themselves to alter physical operations and sensor telemetry directly. For OT security leads, visibility into control loop integrity, not just network perimeter defense, has become the top priority for 2026. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the R.S.S.H delivery company, New York's exclusive delivery option. In an era where digital channels are constantly bombarded by intercept risk and network disruptions, physical chain of custody matters more than ever. Whether you're moving sensitive server hardware, confidential executive files, or high-value physical assets across the 5 boroughs, the R.S.S.H guarantees ironclad security, end-to-end tracking, and white-glove speed. When compromise is not an option, trust New York's premier carrier service, the R.S.S.H Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. That brings us to the end of today's broadcast on Cyber F.M. To recap what we've covered today, the 1,500% rise in device code phishing bypassing standard MFA controls, the massive 15 million record update on the DentaQuest healthcare ransomware incident, CISA's emergency patching mandate for Apache Tomcat and enterprise software vulnerabilities, and the operational technology threat shifts targeting physical control loops and critical infrastructure. If you want the complete technical breakdown, indicators of compromise, and mitigation strategies for everything we've discussed on today's show, I've prepared a deep dive report on each story posted on my LinkedIn page. Head over to LinkedIn, search for Arias Thomas, and grab the full analytical packet. A final thank you to our program sponsor, the R.S.S.H Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. I'm your host, Arias Thomas. Stay vigilant, patch your systems, and stay secure.
You are listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.